We've got 6 stories for you today, starting with the Isaac Empire is changing its name to Kalvar. This change was announced on Monday. Okay, for our next story, we are taking in the streets of Centralia. There are now 3 companies that are competing over the Centralian food market: Johnny Foods Global, Grime Times Foods International (GTFI), and Aubrey Foods International. They all came up with different ways to try to dominate the market. Johnny Foods Global has lowered their price by 30%. Grime Time Foods International has lowered their price by 25% and has opened stands all around Centralia and Kalvar. Aubrey Foods International is going to be offering a subscription-based model of food delivery. So wherever you are in the world, you can just type in chat, "I want food," and somebody will deliver the food to you. It's pretty nice. And recently, Aubrey Foods International and Johnny Foods Global
Sunday, we will
have
find
started
out
opening up stands to compete with
Isaac
Isaac's money, and who is winning the food wars at the time. For our next story, on Wednesday, the leaders of Centralia, Kalvar, and the Deadlands had a meeting about how to get more people on the realm. The meeting was kind of successful. Me and Isaac announced that next year we'll probably do a Minecraft club after school. The other thing that came out of this meeting was Isaac suggested that Kalvar and the Deadlands should create a union, and President Maceo of the Deadlands agreed to this. Then on Thursday, a meeting at the GTFI restaurant in Centralia about the union was held between Isaac, Maceo, and me. I suggested that they should build a new city in between their two countries, and it should be called Concord. Concord means union, harmony, and agreement. The city, Centralia would sell them the land that the city would be on. It would cost 2,500 centros, and Concord would be the capital of the union. President Maceo and President Isaac both agreed to this. They made a new flag yesterday for the union. The black triangle on the top part of the flag represents the Deadlands. The purple triangle at the bottom of the flag represents Kalvar, and the blue symbol in the middle is the same symbol that was used on the Kalvar flag. Yeah, and their new flag looks pretty nice, but I still like Centralia's better. It's so much nicer. Now it's ad time. You should shop at Johnny Foods Global. It's always cheap and cheaper than GTFI, Grime Time Foods International. And there's new stands in Centralia. And stands are coming to Concord soon. It's the original food company and the best food company. Now back to the news. The Concord City project is estimated to cost over 7,000 centros. And would the new government be able to pay this amount? Because they don't really have any way to collect the funding besides the funding that they get from Centralia, but that would take 7 months to pay off. But 7,000 centros isn't that much compared to what the palace is going to cost Centralia. The palace is estimated to cost 37,500 centros. The palace for Centralia is going to cost 5 times more than a whole entire city, and it's going to be bigger than a city. And the palace, the walls for the palace are going to start being built soon because Tommy got the blocks for them. now it's time for the stock market report. Well, the stock market hasn't really changed much since the last stock market report. The only thing different is that there's two new companies on the stock market: Aubrey Foods International and the Centralian Media Group. So the Centralian Media Group is the company that owns Centralian News. Aubrey Foods International, since it went on the stock market, is up 600%, and the Centralian Media Group is up 2,222. 4 twos! Yeah, it's up a lot because Tommy invested 1,000 centers in the company yesterday. The companies that I recommend investing in right now are so first, like, the high growth potential would be Grand Dev, and GTFI, and CBC Bank. But, like, if you want, like, a safer option, that's like an option that's less risky, you could always invest in the Centralian Electric Company that hasn't really gone down. Even in the crash, it didn't even go down that much. And Centrail. Centrail is at high right now, and it's a pretty stable company. It consistently brings in profit. Some of the more risky options would be Centralian Construction Company, because you don't know if Tommy knows how to run a business, and they're in debt. But Tommy has been able to erase the debt by half. So another risky option would be investing in Johnny Foods Global, because they it's very inconsistent of when their stores are stocked, and yeah, it's not really that profitable of a company. Another risky investment would be Aubrey Foods International, just because it's starting off, so we don't really know that much about it. So that's all we've got for today's episode of Centralian News. And don't forget to watch Sunday's news episode, because we're going to be talking about the GDP of Centralia and Concord, stock performance over the month, about just the Centralian economy in general, and we're also going to be talking about the profits from all of the companies. So if you are a shareholder in any company, so if you own any stock in any company, you should watch this to find out how much money you've made this month from your investments. Thank you for watching another episode of Centralian News. Subscribe for twice a week news updates.